Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are doing gameplay with the first 100 overall card in the history of MyTEAM. And as much as I hate the content that came out today, I would be lying if I said I'm not incredibly excited to try out this card. I literally think he's going to be the best card in MyTEAM history in terms of how good he is compared to everybody else in the game right now. This card is completely OP, and I think he's the most overpowered card in the history of the game. More than Galaxy Opal Yao last year at that point, more than Invincible Wimby at that point, more than GOAT Kareem in 2K19 or 2K20, whatever that was, more than any of the best cards of all time. I think this might be the most overpowered card compared to every other card in the game right now in the history of MyTEAM. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Trying to hit that by the end of the month of February. Today is a huge day. Really do appreciate all y'all's support. And I think we're going to do it. We'll see. I'm going to need to average about another 50 or 60 subscribers per day for the rest of the month to get there, but I think we can do it. So we'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Massive shout out to my boy Crossout for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. Super duper excited to try out Kareem, and I'm so excited to try that card out on his account, and I really appreciate him letting me do this gameplay. It is beyond absurd that Kareem can play the power forward position, but he can. Looking at his stats, 7'2". We're going to play him at power forward today because why not? 99 stats across the board. There's a couple 96s, 95s, 98s, but you can boost those up with a shoe boost if you want. 90 pass accuracy, cool. Complain about that if you want. That doesn't mean a thing. He is absolutely ridiculous. An invincible card on paper. Badge-wise, he's got like 38 to 40 some odd Hall of Fame badges as a base card. Looking at this card, I mean, basically everything. I think he added Hoff Limitless and a couple other Hoff shooting badges maybe, but he comes with absolutely everything, and everything he doesn't have, he can get added on him. He is the best and most complete card in the game. The only badge he doesn't come with that you're going to want to add initially is Agent 3, and anything you can upgrade from Gold to Hall of Fame, I guess, go for it. But I say that like people are going to have this card. This is going to also be the rarest card in MyTEAM history, probably. I have seen a total of 4 Kareems so far in the community, so very fascinating, I'm not going to lie, to see how often this card even gets pulled, if at all. If he ever winds up getting added to the player market, all that type of stuff. Let's make sure we get our settings right real quickly because this feels wrong. Our vibration should be off. There we go. That's set point. Okay, cool. Now we should be good. So behind the back, why does he have Jamal Murray behind the back? I have no idea, but he does. He has Kobe Escape and John Wall's drag back with an, like, this is so stupid. His release is on very quick, and honestly, it's not a bad release at all, especially on very quick. It's really, really good. His between the legs burst isn't great, I guess, so if there's something you want to complain about, it's that, but he's an insanely athletic slasher. He's perfect across the board, can do everything at an incredibly high level. This is a July or August card in February, is what this is. This is a legit in-game caliber, can play for the rest of the year card in February. I don't even really know what to say about this card. He is the best card in the history of MyTEAM, plain and simple. I don't think there's anything else you can really say about it than that, honestly. I mean, I don't even know what to say, Brad. This card is completely ridiculous, and I'm excited to try him out for sure, but it is also just absolutely absurd. I mean, look how he moves. This is so stupid. His release is on very quick. It's just unfair. I think he's got like normal fade as well, good fade. Like, this card is absolutely ridiculous and completely unfair, and he's the best card in the game by a mile. And I'm hopping into Unlimited to use Kareem. I never do Unlimited gameplays. We're doing one today with KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. Let's hop into a game. Let's try out Remos. All right, we are hopping into MyTEAM Unlimited, and we are going up against, oh, this poor man. Did I see, is that Embiid, Willis Reed, J. Rich, Carmelo? Oh, goodness. I feel bad for this dude, man. His team is not up to par. I was kind of hoping I'd match up against a little bit better squad. We'll see. His team's not completely horrific, or at least it wouldn't have been a week ago. Now, compared to this Kareem card, it honestly, to be fair, I'm not sure it matters that much what team he has. Like, that Willis Reed was a card that I was arguing as a top 2 or 3 power forward in the game yesterday. And then today's drop came out. It's not like that Willis Reed is a bad card at power forward that he has starting there. It's just that Kareem is the most ridiculously overpowered card we've ever seen in MyTEAM, basically. Like, it's completely unfair. Not to mention the rest of my team is also great, but Kareem especially is the one that's just like, I don't know how you counter this card regardless. I have one of the best teams in the game. I just don't have like Opal Kareem. I don't have any Opals besides SGA that are good Opals. The only good Opal I got was SGA. So like I have one of the best teams in the game. I don't know what I would do if I match up against Kareem, because I'm sorry, like my power forwards just aren't really guarding him. Tyson Chandler kind of, I guess, can. It's released on very quick. By the way, I have to adjust to that. I just got to release it a little bit earlier. I got to get used to that release being on very quick. I missed that first one. It's on me. The thing about this card, at the 4, you could just put him on ball if you want. Put somebody tall at your small forward, and then you can put him on ball if you already have this card. And he can play on ball on one end, and then he can be your primary ball handler on the other end. Not to mention he's one of the best interior players in the entire game, and he's 7'2". I'm going to be honest, the first 100 overall card should not have been a 7'2" absolute freak giant. Like, whose idea was that? I just turned the ball over because I'm an idiot. I'm starting off this game terribly because I'm playing like a bot, running into bumps and stuff. But, like, I don't even know I don't feel like this is a good idea, making the first 100 overall a card like Kareem, because he's literally going to be one of the best cards in the game for the rest of the year. I mean, he obviously, I don't think he'll be playing over legitimate in-games in July and August, but outside of that, there's literally no situation which this Kareem isn't the best power forward in the game for the next like 3 or 4 months at least. He's the best card in the game for the next couple months, unless they just start dropping 100 overalls at a consistent basis. And if they do that, the game's just going to die anyway. So I don't even know. I'm in a situation with this game, the way that I'm feeling about this drop, that I'm just absolutely confused. And I don't even know exactly what to say, but this Kareem is not, he's a menace, bro. He can literally do everything on the court at an incredibly high level in a game where like nobody else is really that great. Like the closest card to him also is a only pullable card pretty much, or if you get super lucky out of the Western option pack, which is LeBron. He's the only one that's like in the discussion. And that LeBron's not, I can't freaking shoot right now though. I'm missing twice now with him, slightly late on both of them. I thought I released that one early enough too. Wow. Very early. You got to adjust. I'm not going to lie, but when I get adjusted to it, it's going to be a menace. Like this is my first game with the card. Obviously I haven't adjusted to his release that well, so I'm not shooting as well as I should be, which means that our stats are probably going to suffer a little bit. But I just think like this card doesn't make sense in a game that hasn't had fast pacing, that hasn't had sped up animations or improved animations really much in general at all. You're going to drop a card like this Kareem that just like completely destroys that. Yes, there are other cards in today's drop that destroy the pacing, and the way that today's content is done is, in my opinion, very poor. As Kareem gets another dunk, just remember, he's probably the most dominant inside card in the game as well, by the way, not just a perimeter monster who can handle the ball at a crazy high level. But regardless, it's like, I don't know. I find it hard to see this doesn't set a good precedent for the game in a lot of different ways, and a card this OP this early just doesn't even make sense to me. He just got a crazy standing dunk animation with Embiid. Congratulations. I don't know. Regardless, let's see if we can get him a couple more buckets. I'm gonna probably put him on the bench in a little bit, but we got to see if we can get the 3-ball going, because I'll admit I have not been shooting the 3-ball to start this game. I gotta freaking focus up. This dude's not horrible at the game. I know his team isn't insane, but I'm playing like an idiot right now, kind of doing some dumb things, and it could cost me if I'm not careful. Oh my god. Look at the way this card moves. Oh my gosh. Like, what do you do? He's 7'2", just floating around screens and flying to the rim. Like, that is so ridiculous, bro. This card is absolutely unfair. Get through the screen. Get a chase down. Oh, jump again. Oh, get up. I jumped too early. I'm going to run out of stamina with him is the only problem right now. Using him as much as I am. But the fact that I've missed a couple wide open 3-balls with him already is eating at me, because we're in a tie game and I should be up like 8, but it doesn't matter. Shot. That one's green. Come on. Please hit it. Let's go. There we go, Reem. Catch and shoot. Green light. Let's go. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Remos can do everything on the court. He's got 11 points. He's starting to take over. He has 11 points, and I've missed multiple shots with him. I'm not gonna lie, this dude I'm playing is actually pretty decent. He's playing well, but he has 11 points, and I haven't even played that well with him yet. Like, this card is crazy. Attack the rim here. He's gonna have to help down at some point, or Kareem is gonna we'll see what Kareem does actually. Somebody come help me, please. Let me get a screen here, and let's reject the screen. Kareem attack the rim, get an assist to KP, easy dunk. It's just, he can literally be your ball handler to create shots for other people. He can 3-hunt at a crazy high level. I know his release isn't unbelievably elite even on very quick, but it's definitely way faster than what we're used to out of a Kareem shot, and it's actually one of the quicker releases because it's on very quick. It's one of the very few releases on very quick in the game. Burst in here, we can fade. Like, what can he not do? What do you do? It's so OP at the power forward position. He has freaking sharpshooting takeover. Like, this is absolutely freaking overpowered, and it's just not fair at all. Like, this guy I'm playing is not a terrible player, and yes, his team isn't great, but it's like a decent no money spent squad. This team would not have been, I mean, it's not great. It could certainly use some work, even with some budget cards maybe, but it's not the worst team in the world. until today's drop, and now it's just like literally, what do you do if you play against somebody with Kareem? Like literally, I don't know what you do to have success against this card, especially if you don't have the best team in the game. But I mean, Tyson Chandler is probably one of the very few cards in the game who can actually halfway guard Kareem, which is, oh, he's tired. That's why I forget I got to slow down there. That's tough. And I missed the putback too. That's tough. Only up 3 in the first quarter, but I don't know how you match up with this card. He's unfair in so many different ways. And if I use him more within the flow of the offense and play smarter and not just force everything through him, and if I green my wide open shots that I've already missed, we would already be up a lot more probably. Like I'm forcing everything through Kareem, which is going to overall make my offense less efficient. And then just don't forget, he's one of the best defensive cards in the game. He can literally do every single thing you would want on the defensive end at an incredibly high level, from elite level perimeter lockdown defense to guarding the biggest, best interior cards in the game, offensive and defensive rebounding, everything. It's like, that's why you don't make a 7'2" player the best card with every single perfect stat and attribute, as he gets a steal there, making plays there as well. Fading from the 3-point line from super freaking deep because I have sharp take. What do you do? What do you do? I've missed shots. If I hadn't missed shots, I'd be up like 15 already. Like, this card has 16 points. This is unfair. It is unfair. I don't even think unfair is wrong to say, and that's rare. Generally, cards are really good. The best card in the game will be very, very good, but there will be other guys that can compete. This is the definition of unfair. There is just nothing you can do unless you have like a couple of the best cards in the game. Like, I think Tyson Chandler, simply because he's an exceptionally elite defensive 7-footer who's also pretty darn fast, has like mid-90s speed with a shoe at very minimum. He's one of the few exceptions, but like, I literally don't know what you do. And I honestly don't think y'all need any more gameplay. I think that is all we needed to show with Kareem. Absolutely freaking unstoppable. This is the best card in the game, and it is not even a debate. I think this is the best card in MyTEAM history. In my opinion, I would have said the best card in MyTEAM history compared to everybody else was Invincible Wemby last year when he came out. This Kareem is definitely better than that Invincible Wemby was compared to the rest of the cards in the game right now. Because the next best card in the game is that LeBron, who, by the way, is also limited. In terms of like buyable cards, Kobe is the best card in the game. This Kareem is like a better version of Kobe in every way at 7'2". It's obscene how good this card is. And I don't even know what to say. I'll be honest. It's the best card in the history of MyTEAM. Period. Plain and simple. That is all there is to say. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.